This person, who was about to freeze from the cold, split the bullet in half with a dagger, but it contained only atomic water. He had no other option left. He had to take out another bullet. Fortunately, the second bullet was dry. David controlled his excitement and scattered the gunpowder on the wood. In the biting cold, he gathered some dry twigs and placed them near the gunpowder. Now all that was needed was to light a fire. He took out another bullet and tried to pierce it with the dagger, but his hands had gone numb from being in the cold for too long to save himself. David remained patient and calmed himself. He used the twigs to stabilize the bullet and made another attempt. The unexpected flame of fire gave him new hope, but he could not even breathe because the enemies chasing him were searching for him everywhere before they could find him. David quickly took off his torn old shirt. There was a deep bullet wound on his hand. He picked up a bottle of alcohol, took a few sips, and then poured the rest on the wound to endure the pain. He bit down on a piece of cloth. Then he picked up the dagger lying on the ground. After thinking for a few moments, he prepared himself to clean the wound. He took the dagger and slowly began to scrape the wound. After a lot of struggle, he finally succeeded in removing the bullet, but this was just the first step to prevent infection. He heated the dagger in the fire when it was hot. He placed it on the wound. At the same time, the bounty hunters were rapidly approaching him. David realized that he had wasted too much time, and now the danger was extremely close to confuse the enemy. He deliberately made a circle around himself. Then he used twigs to erase all footprints of his real path. Seeing the big tree behind him, an unexpected idea came to his mind. At the same time, the bounty hunters chasing him saw the burning fire to find him quickly. They decided to take different paths ahead. A terrible situation was waiting for everyone. The man hiding in the tree was watching his target and slowly waiting for him to fall into the trap he had set. He started to panic, but then the enemy companion felt something strange. He stopped at a nearby trap. The bulky man saw footprints in the snow. David began to tremble with anxiety. His head also turned towards the big tree with suspicion. David was scared at this moment, but fortunately, a leaf was covering his eyes. The bulky man did not see him, but then a drop of blood fell from David's hand onto the snow. The bulky man saw the mark and lifted his head. He successfully killed the enemy, but then David fell from the tree. Luckily, there was a corpse beneath him, which prevented him from getting hurt. After this, David quickly picked up the bulky man's weapon and coat. He had to get rid of the corpse as soon as possible because he realized that his companions were coming fast. David's feeling proved to be right. As soon as he heard the sound, the bulky man's companions immediately arrived under the tree. When they gathered, the scene in front of them terrified everyone.